It's one of them joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your isn't right. Play this shit right here, resuscitate your pimping and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here to spark up your home and get you right back going. You dig? Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with.
Y'all already know, man. Wipe your feet off when you step into a pimp's domain, man. Hit that like button one time.
We scorching them bag bitches pedal for them portions. My horse win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They mash for hours, hooking baths, not showers. Bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not whips, I'm like the renegade bitches.
Okay, I see y'all tapping in with a pimp today.
Grenade bitches, they dynamite, blowing up.
Wipe your feet off at the door, man.
But when they life get strike, they see people shining bright, but they action is life without. Bitch, one strike, you out. Oh, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. See, that's the difference, nigga. The pimpin' mashing for these riches, nigga.
Nothing like you master magician, niggas.
Smoking mirrors with your game.
Yeah, we gonna come back to the game today, man.
The difference of a lane. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock the dough. Tender-footed and rooted in them doctor shows. Soft shoe rituals, minute residuals. Papers on life support, your loops and critical. Something I learned about with running my earned route. Get working with turnout. This murder and burnouts. Knocking one of you niggas for a scar, bitch. That's knocking one of you niggas for some garbage. I'm heartless regardless. Empty with sympathy, but banked up to the max with pimpity. No remedy for me, I'm like this. My life is vice grip synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is beat positive, beautifully deposited with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit, and when I pop it so hard. I make a trapping ass bad bitch wanna hold hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, come on, pimpin', man, pop that shit. Show these suckers niggas they can't stop that shit. Let these hookers know if they wanna cop that shit. Treat the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. Yeah. And to you hoes, if you ever took a loss, bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss, bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach the paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop, popping, pimping. Can't stop, won't stop, mashing on these bitches. You did. Hey, man, y'all already know who it is and what it is, man. Freeze is it, the God-anointed, game-appointed Magnum P.I. If you have not already wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so right now. What I mean by that, hit that like button, that thing that look like this, step outside the chat, go back to the door, wipe your feet off at the door, come back to the chat so we can chop this game. You dig? Yeah, man. A lot of motherfuckers that forgot about this game, the game part of the game. Ain't that some shit? Did a motherfucker forget the game part of the game? Hey, man. First order of business. Y'all already know how we get down over here, man. Y'all already know the first order of business, man. We gotta put some of this good old love shit in our body, man. In pimp fashion, though. See, this right here, this in pimp fashion. Pimp, the first one you seen, do this. You dig? That's what pimps do. We set trends. We originate shit. We start shit. You dig? Yeah, man. We conduct ourselves with class, and we keep our value in mind, man. That's what pimps do. Okay. I feel like I had to do this, do the game a service right now, man. I believe I had to serve the game some justice right now, and put the game defibrillator on a lot of the pimpins game, man, and resuscitate their shit, bring their shit back to life, man. Cause a lot of motherfuckers pimping is on life support right now. So hopefully this video revitalizes motherfuckers, you dig? Hopefully this video makes motherfuckers snap back into pimp reality, man, because a lot of motherfuckers that done went outside this game, as Sinful like to say, motherfuckers done backslid, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers done, they just done got away from the game, man. And as time progresses, they allowing themselves to separate further and further from the fundamentals of this game. You dig? To the point where they playing a whole totally different game, but still calling it the game, though. It's like a motherfucker started out playing basketball, right? But then, you know, some motherfuckers done persuaded them, or the platform, or the, you know, the circumstances or what have you, persuaded motherfuckers to start playing football on a basketball court with a basketball. And they playing football. They running with the ball, they not dribbling, they tackling each other and shit like that, you know, and they still calling it basketball. That's what's going on right now with this game, man. That's really what's happening with this game. And motherfuckers done got so far away from the game, and it's happened so smoothly, so subtly, so subliminally. A lot of motherfuckers don't even recognize they playing football on a basketball court with a basketball. Seriously, man. Hey, man. You know, social media can be a beautiful thing. If a motherfucker, like I say, see, first of all, the pimpin' is the master of himself. That means whatever the pimpin' gets involved in, he's gonna remain the master of himself. And when he utilizes certain things, he's gonna be the master of whatever he's utilizing. He's not gonna allow whatever he's utilizing to be the master of him, right? So, or whatever he's indulging in. You know, if a pimp indulge in alcohol, if he stay within the spirit of pimping, he's gonna be in control of the alcohol. The alcohol ain't gonna be in control of him. You dig? I've been that motherfucker that allowed alcohol to control me in times past. But as you see now, in the past 10 years, Freeze has drank alcohol a total of 7 times. In each of those times, all I have is 2 of these. And the only alcohol that I have drank those 7 times in the past 10 years has been Moet Rosé Nectar Imperial. You dig? I'm the master of that. Whenever I choose to indulge in that, I'm the master of that. You dig? And I don't choose to indulge in anything else, but to each their own, right? If you choose to indulge in anything else, whether it's sex, you know what I mean? I don't advise nobody to indulge in gambling because it's dangerous. But if you were to indulge in gambling, it got to be something that you being a master of. The bottom line is, when you in the spirit of pimping, you gonna be the master of whatever you involve yourself in. You're not gonna allow yourself to be mastered by things. You're not gonna allow yourself to be mastered by environments and atmospheres and circumstances. You know, you're gonna stay within the spirit of pimping, and you're gonna operate within the spirit of pimping at all times when you some pimping, when you have the spirit of pimping within you, right? But a lot of cats done let the pimping, the spirit of pimping get weak within them, right? A lot of cats, the spirit of pimping is falling very weak within them. And it's because they're allowing themselves to be mastered by certain tools. instead of being the master of those tools, right? Now, like I said, social media could be a beautiful thing. Social media can serve as a beautiful tool to the pimping, right? But it is very easy, as we know, for a motherfucker to allow social media to be the master of them instead of being the master of social media. Because what people don't keep in mind, what people don't understand, social media gives you the same sensation that alcohol, gambling, sex, it gives you the same sensation as all of that, right? Now, sex, a lot of us start off having sex as children. You know what I mean? Teenagers and so forth, right? But when it comes to alcohol, gambling, tobacco is another one. All of that shit gives you hits of dopamine. You know, when you having sex, you getting hits of dopamine as well as serotonin. But you know, that's a different discussion. But when you smoking a cigarette or you smoking weed, you getting hits of dopamine. When you drink alcohol, you getting hits of dopamine. When you gamble and you win or you hit or whatever the case may be, you getting hits of dopamine. When you get a notification on social media, you getting hits of dopamine, right? So in that essence, social media is no different than alcohol, tobacco, gambling, drugs, sex. Social media is no different than any of those, right? But the thing is, like I say, when you operate within the spirit of pimping, you're going to be the master of these things. You're not going to allow these things to master you. And once you allow these things to master you, you're not operating within the spirit of pimping anymore. The spirit of pimping might still be within you, but you've allowed it to fall weak. Because now you're not the master of yourself anymore. You're being mastered by these things. Social media is a thing that has so many motherfuckers in the game mastered and beat that they doing so many different things that's contrary to the game in the name of the game. Right? Now listen, man, let me remind certain motherfuckers, man, because I know a lot of people done forgot, man. A lot of motherfuckers seem to have let this shit slip their mind. But the pimping, man, we not friends with hoes. And there's a lot of reasons why pimps are not friends with hoes. Right? But, you know, anybody this has pimped before, anybody who has operated within the spirit of pimping, you understand why pimps are not friends with hoes. And any real hoe who's operating within the spirit of hoeing, she understands, respects, and appreciates a pimp who's not trying to be friends with her, right? But as we know, when the cat's away, the mice will play, right? We know that, right? So when the spirit of pimping is away, the hoeing is gonna play. A hoe gonna do one or two things, man. What you allow her to do or what she's prompted to do. And if you're not prompting her to hoe, if you're not commanding her to hoe, then you're allowing her to play with you. If you still engage with her, you're allowing her to play with you at that point, right? And, you know, social media got a lot of motherfuckers that call themselves the pimping being friendly with hoes. And they don't understand why so many bitches in the game don't respect the pimping. Motherfuckers want to talk all this shit about bitches as punks and bitches as fags and bitches as this and bitches as that and, you know, all of this shit, right? But they don't understand how they fuel the fire, though. A lot of you motherfuckers is fueling the fire. You dig? Listen, man, you know, social media keeps, as it evolves, it becomes more and more of a stage for the pimping to be friendly with a bitch. And a lot of motherfuckers don't even understand that shit. They don't even recognize it. right? See, social media, it keeps evolving. You know, we don't really probably pay attention to it, but if you look back to like 2012, even 2013, that's when social media started making a drastic change, right? Like 2013, that's when Instagram made it where you could post videos, and they used to only be 15 seconds, right? Then they extended it to where you can make videos a minute long and post them on your page. Then they made it where you could go live. Then they made it where you could have stories. You know what I mean? Then they made it where you could go live with other people, right? So it keeps evolving, but what people ain't paying attention to is the fact that as it evolves, it sets the stage for a pimp to be more and more friendly with hoes, right? But if you stay within the spirit of pimping, you remember, pimps ain't supposed to be friendly with hoes. Because when you do that, they undermine the value of your pimping. And you don't even give them a chance to recognize the value in your pimping because you're not operating within the spirit of pimping. So they can't really see it for what it is. So now here it is, you have it, where on a daily basis, man, pimps is just going live with different bitches that call themselves being a part of the game, right? And it used to be a time where a hoe knew that she had to present some hoeing to interact with a pimp, to engage with a pimp. But here it is now where these bitches, they can go live with a pimp and chop it up with a pimp for hours whenever they feel like it. You know, if a pimp, see one of these bitches go live, they can't wait to get on they live. See, first of all, man, that's one thing a pimp ain't never supposed to do, man. If you gonna go live with a bitch, I don't really condone that shit because it's being too friendly, and like I said, pimps ain't friends with hoes. But if you gonna go live with a bitch, man, let it be on your live. These motherfuckers be going live with bitches who have the power to kick them off the live whenever they feel like it, to shush them. They be letting bitches, hold on, let me finish, and cutting them off and all this old weird shit, you know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with this motherfucking game. That's not the game. Squares, they can interact like that, and it's cool. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about the pimping, though. That's not pimping. When you going live, every time you see a bitch live, you requesting to go on her live with her. You know what I mean? That like you being a guest on her shit, and she has the power to kick you off. She has the power to shush you whenever she feel like it, man. Hey, man, that's not pimping. You dig? And then the type of bitches that they do this shit with, right? It's like a community of bullshit going on in the game right now on Instagram, right? It's a community of bullshit. And as the bullshit continues, the spirit of pimping gets weaker and weaker, and motherfuckers just operate as though they have no rules. They have no guidelines with their game. Right? So, these bitches, they start to think like this is how all pimps operate. So it's become a thing now where most of the time when these bitches go live and they get to talking, they bashing pimps or who they think is pimps. They bashing pimps. They talking bad about pimps. They talking about how thirsty pimps is, how pimps is in they motherfucking DM and shit like that. I'm talking about the dustiest bitches, the bummiest bitches, the ugliest bitches, the most ain't shit bitches, bitches that's cute for no reason. You know what I mean? Beautiful trash. Like, just the misfits of the game, the bad news bears of the game that ain't even showing no interest in fucking with no pimping. And the majority of their conversations when they go live is talking about other people. They don't even congratulate each other as hoes. They don't even encourage each other as hoes. They don't encourage anything good in the game for anybody. They talk about all of the pimps. They start off being cool with each other, but then they get into it and they start talking about each other. You know, and that's what hoes do. That's what bitches do, you know. So it's to be expected of them. But the motherfuckers that call themselves pimps, they don't understand how they encourage this shit. Like I say all the time, acknowledgement is encouragement. And when you acknowledge bullshit, you encouraging bullshit to continue. You helping perpetuate the bullshit. You caught up in the bullshit cycle. So the majority of these bitches, like I said, they've gotten into a habit of bashing pimps, bashing each other. It's just no type of game being kicked around, no type of inspiration, no type of motivation, no type of game. Like it's just nothing to do with the game. It's just people that's saying they in the game, but acting like some motherfuckers that don't know nothing about the game. The only thing they have to do with the game is the fact that they say they in the game, but they not displaying themselves like they in the game. You know, it's like a bunch of monkeys saying they lions, but they acting like monkeys. They not monkeys at all. I mean, they not lions at all. They whole nature, behavior, conduct, everything is that of a monkey, but they just saying that they're lions. The only thing they have to do with lions is them proclaiming that they're lions, but they're not. That's what you have going on Instagram, right? And what makes it even worse, back to the pimping, right? Motherfuckers that's supposed to be this pimping. They get on there and they'll engage in these conversations with bitches bashing pimps. They'll even start bashing pimps with these bitches, right? And it's crazy because, you know, on one hand, you have some cats that's kind of newer in the game, and this is really all they know. You know, they ain't really pimped for real. You know, they ain't never really been down and dirty with this motherfucking game. I understand that. But to the cats who've been around 10 years or better, you know what it's like to really pimp. You know what it's like to really be down and rub elbows with pimps. You know what I mean? And roast the shit out of motherfuckers because they be pillow talking with these bitches. Roast the shit out of motherfuckers because they be hanging out, kicking it with these bitches, but not breaking on them. You remember them days, right? Well, guess what? You're doing the same thing right now. You're just doing it virtually instead of physically. But you're doing the same shit, though. You hanging out, kicking it with these bitches and not going for no breaking. You scared to ask the bitch for some money. You scared to ask the bitch how much money she got, let alone can you have it. You motherfuckers be scared to ask the bitch if she got some money because you gonna scare the bitch away. And you don't want to scare the bitch away. You scared to scare this broke bitch away. She broke anyway. You know what I mean? She can't even afford a pimp anyway, but you scared to have anything to say about some money. You scared of that. You so happy to have this bitch's attention. You so happy to be live with this bitch, this cute, broke bitch. You so happy to be live with her motherfucking ass. You scared to talk about some money, right? Not understanding, not keeping in mind, not remembering that that's what pimps do. Immediately, bitch, how much money you got? Bitch ain't got no money, conversation over with. That's the way it used to go when you was down and around. You know what I mean? When you was catching bitches out of pocket at the bar, at the casino, when bitches was out of pocket on the blade, you know what I mean? And you was sweating the motherfucking hoes. Bitch, how much money you got? You know what I mean? Then when you find out the bitch broke, you're not finna sit there and hang out with the bitch and have a bunch of conversation with her. No, you gonna send that bitch out and say, bitch, go get some money. You know what I mean? And when you get some money, here go my line, call me. And if the bitch don't call you, you ain't tripping. You know, But if she do call you, that means it's a breaking in the making. That means it's about to be some pimping going on. But it ain't none of that going on. You know, on social media, motherfucker, it's just become cool to be friends with bitches in the game. And you not doing nothing but corrupting these bitches' minds even further. As if the whole rest of the world ain't already corrupting these bitches' minds enough. You being friends with these bitches is corrupting their minds even further. Then on top of that, you know, motherfuckers getting the bashing sessions and talking about pimps and all this shit in front of these bitches, talking about pimps with bitches. We roast motherfuckers for that. You done forgot though, pimp. You done forgot about them times where you was roasting motherfuckers for pillow talking with these bitches about you. You done forgot about them times. But guess what? You doing the same thing now, you just doing it virtually. Because it's cool, because everybody's doing it. You can't put that motherfucking phone down. You can't wait to see one of these bitches go live. So you can stick your nose all in their booty. And don't ask for no money. Yeah, that's you, man. You doing that, pimp. Every time you go live with these bitches, man, that's what you doing. You putting your nose in their booty, man. You motherfuckers got regularly scheduled programs of going live with these bitches for free. And the sad part about it is, you motherfuckers be having hoes that's really down for you in real life. They have to pay you for your time, have to pay you for your game, have to pay you for your conversation. And they trusting you. They giving you their trust. They giving you their loyalty. And they don't even get to kick it and spend time and chop it up with you like them bitches on Instagram do. The bitches that's paying you don't even get to kick it and chop it up with you like these bitches on Instagram do. The ones that you scared to ask for the money. And they ain't got no money anyway. Because they always on Instagram with your motherfucking ass. Yeah, they ain't got no money anyway. You scared to ask them for the money that they don't have. Yeah, that's you, pimp. You doing that right now. That ain't the game, man. Wake up, man. Snap out that shit, man. You know? Yeah, the spirit of pimping done got weak in you, man. But here go the spirit of pimping, man. The ghost of pimp miss present and the ghost of pimp miss future. You dig? Yeah. Here to let you know, man, you not doing no pimping, man. Come back to the game. Come back to the spirit of this game, man. That ain't it. You dig? Social media has mastered you motherfuckers so much that y'all be sitting up, chopping it up, campaigning and sweating bitches that's told on motherfuckers. Bitches that's known, proven snitches. Just because the bitch might look halfway decent and, you know, act like she gets some money that you ain't gonna ask her for. You in the bitch's DM, you going live with the bitch, you doing all this shit. And it's been proven that this bitch is a snitch. Again, back to the motherfuckers who've been in the game for 10 years or better. Hey, man, we used to excommunicate them bitches, man. Remember that, pimp? Remember that when a snitch bitch had zero action at a pimp? You remember them days, man? Yeah, man, but guess what? You friends with a snitch bitch now. That's what you doing, man. You friends with the snitch bitch. You saying good morning to the bitch in the DM every motherfucking morning. You saying good night, sleep well every motherfucking night. Yeah, you friends with that snitch bitch, man. That's your partner. That's your HP, pimp. Fuck you look like, man. You got a snitch bitch for an HP, for a hoe partner. Big old pimping. Yeah, that's you, man. That's you. That's you, man. Yeah. Hey, you got certain snitch bitches who done let it be known out their mouth. Yeah, I called the police. And yeah, y'all in the bitch DM though, being friends with the bitch. Scared to ask for the money of a snitch. You just want to be friends with the bitch. Yeah. Remember you used to excommunicate bitches like that, man? Remember bitches like that used to get the cold shoulder, man? Not no more, man. You done became friends with that bitch because social media say it's cool. So you friends with that bitch now. That's your buddy. While these hoes is over here really staying down, sacrificing their time, sacrificing their energy, sacrificing their freedom, sacrificing their well-being to make sure that you straight, you know what I mean? And y'all can get ahead and she could be happy with you, but you over here being friends with this snitch bitch though, that you scared to ask for the money. I mean, damn, I don't encourage a motherfucker to have nothing to do with a snitch bitch, but you big old pimping and you scared to ask the snitch for some money? What you talking to her for? You just like being friends with snitch bitches? Yeah, that's you, pimp. You doing that right now. Yeah. You probably done chopped it up for an hour plus with a snitch bitch in the last 24 hours. Yeah, the last 1,440 minutes that you done spent of your life, you done spent a good 60 plus of them chopping it up with a snitch bitch that you scared to ask for some money while these hoes is down for you. Yeah, that's you, pimp. Yeah, that's you. Wake up, man. Snap out of it, man. Come back to this game, though, man. Yeah. Come back to this motherfucking game, man. The game over here, man. That shit ain't the game. Yeah. Snap out of it. You gonna wake up and look around and be like, shit, this ain't the motherfucking game. All this old square shit over here, man. Damn. Yeah, let the pimping come back alive in your motherfucking ass. Let the spirit of pimping wake up, man. You got that motherfucker on life support, man. You ain't feeding it. You ain't watering and nurturing that motherfucker, man. Snap out of that shit, man. That's not the game. That ain't what pimps do. You know what I mean? Hey, see, I remember one time, man, probably about 10 years ago, you know what I mean? The pimps, we had a group on Facebook, man. And it was a tight-knit group. We ran a tight ship on that motherfucker, right? And one of the prerequisites for being in this group is, you know, I believe it was 3 pimps had to vouch for you in order for you to be accepted into this group. I'm talking about 3 pimps at least had to say, yeah, I'd have been down with him. Yeah, that's some pimping. I know him. Yeah, I knocked him for the whoopty-whoop bitcher. He knocked me for the whoopty-whoop bitcher. Yeah, we was over here setting them hoes down on this blade over here. Yeah, we had them hoes down in Vegas at the casino. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, Supposed the Prince remember them days, man. Hey, you know what I mean? But guess what? Nowadays, y'all just let anybody come. Y'all let 45 and 50-year-old niggas who ain't pimped nowhere, ain't nobody seen them pimp. Y'all let the motherfuckers come on and be the voice of the game and talk about pimps that you done pimped with. And you'll side with this motherfucker who you don't know to talk bad about the motherfucker that you do know. Yeah, that's you, pimp. You doing that. You don't know who this motherfucker is. He just fell out the sky one day at 45 years old, big old pimping. Yeah. That's you, man. You doing that. You done forgot about the motherfucker that you done pimped with. Yeah. That's the type of shit y'all motherfuckers is doing, man. Come back to the game, though, man. Let the spirit of pimping live in you again, man. Let that spirit of pimping become alive and thrive. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not the game, though. You know what I mean? Hey, it's not, see, in them type of motherfuckers who in their 40s and 50s and shit and don't nobody know them from 10 years ago, because see, if you in your 40s, I hope that you've been in the game for at least 10 years. I hope. I hope you ain't just start the game in your 40s. I would hope you've been in the game at least, you should have been in the game more than 10 years, but if you in your 40s, you should at least have 10 years in the game, right? So somebody in the game should know your pimping from 10 years ago. And if you in your 40s and don't nobody know your pimping from 10 years ago, why is anybody talking to this motherfucker? See, y'all don't let this social media shit get y'all soft, man. Because if we was down on the blaze somewhere in a pimp circle, it could be 20 or 30 of us, man. If a motherfucker walk up 45 years old and don't nobody know this motherfucker from 10 years ago, ain't nobody finna talk to this motherfucker. Nigga, who is you? He might get roasted the pants off his motherfucking ass. Nigga, where your hoes at, nigga? We finna knock you off for everything right now. You ain't in this motherfucking game, nigga. We don't know you. Remember them days, pimp? Remember them days when the motherfucker that we didn't know tried to show up and act like they, part of this game? Hey, man, we used to roast the pants off them motherfuckers, man. Remember that? Now you friends with old niggas that just fall out the sky and say they in the game, man. That ain't the game, man. Hey, wake up, pimp. Wake up, man. Hey, man. Yeah, wake up, man. Wake up, man. Come back to this motherfucking game, man. That shit you doing, that ain't the game, man. That ain't the game. Motherfuckers who we don't know in real life, you know what I mean? We don't acknowledge them motherfuckers. See motherfuckers like me. They see people like Sinful, you know what I mean? And we pop this motherfucking game and we do it on the internet and people tune in from all over and, motherfuckers get praised and all that shit, right? But hey, man, it's a difference though. See, Sinful, motherfuckers say what they want, but it's motherfuckers who done been down with Sinful from 10 years ago. You know what I mean? 15 years ago. Motherfuckers done been down with Sinful though. You dig? He not just some internet motherfucker that fell out the sky. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers done been down with him. Yeah. Over 10 years ago, motherfuckers was down with Sinful in New Orleans. You know what I mean? 10 years ago. Motherfuckers was down in California with Sinful 15 years ago. You dig? Motherfuckers was down in Vegas with Sinful 15 years ago. You dig? Motherfuckers was down with Sinful in Chicago over 10 years ago. You dig? Yeah. Yeah, man, motherfuckers know him. He done been around, man, down and around. You know what I mean? Really about this shit, though. You dig? His history ain't no mystery, man. Freeze? Oh, man. Hey, man, it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers who done been down with Freeze, man. I ain't just fall out the sky and land on this motherfucking internet shit and say, you know what? I'm gonna pretend like at 40 years old, man, I'm gonna just pretend like I'm some pimping, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? I just feel like pretending like I'm some pimping, man. I think that'll be cool, man, to just, start living a new life all of a sudden in my 40s, man. Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna do that. Nah, man. You know what I mean? My history ain't no mystery, man. Motherfuckers know about Freeze. Yeah, 15 years ago, motherfuckers was on that East Coast, man, in that Maryland and that DC down with Freeze, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? 15 years ago, motherfuckers was in California and Vegas with Freeze, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Over 10 years ago, man, motherfuckers was in New Jersey with Freeze. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was in New Orleans with Freeze. Yeah, motherfuckers was in Miami with Freeze. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was in Texas with Freeze, though. You dig? Yeah, man, I've been down and around, though. Motherfuckers was in Chicago with Freeze, though, pimping, though. You know what I mean? My history ain't no mystery. You know what I mean? And it's not a requirement. It's not a requirement for motherfuckers to know you. You know what I mean? But guess what? When you really pimping, motherfuckers is gonna know you from back in the day. Yeah, Orlando too, man. Yeah. Shout out to that motherfucker OBT, man. Yeah. Gave me a whole bunch of money on that motherfucker out the bitch, though. Pimping. Yeah, my history ain't no mystery, man. A lot of you motherfuckers don't nobody know you from 10 years ago, though, man. A lot of you motherfuckers just fell out the sky and landed on Instagram and think you some pimping now. You know what I mean? You can't fool me, though. You dig? And a lot of you motherfuckers that's really the pimping, shame on you, man. Because y'all side with motherfuckers that you don't know against the motherfuckers that you do know. You dig? Yeah, man. See, me, my character ain't questionable. Motherfuckers know me. Motherfuckers done been down and dirty with me, man. Motherfuckers done seen me busted and disgusted. Motherfuckers done seen me own, having it my way, and all in between in the name of this game. Same thing with Sinful. Motherfuckers seen Sinful down and dirty, fucked up. Motherfuckers done seen Sinful pimp up. All of that. You know what I mean? But staying down with this motherfucking game, though. You dig? Like, seriously. It ain't no mystery. How y'all side with motherfuckers on the internet, though? Motherfuckers that, again, if we was down and around somewhere, man, he wouldn't even been acknowledged. None of the motherfuckers would be acknowledged. But why is it different? Because we on social media, though. Oh, the rules is different on social media? The pimp guidelines is different on social media? I thought pimping was the same all terrain, man. I thought we was the same rain, sleet, or snow, you know what I mean? Hurricane, tornado, we still gonna stay down and about it the same way. That's what I thought. I thought pimping didn't change, despite whatever the circumstance was. You know what I mean? But I see now the circumstances make the rules different. You dig? I see now, you know what I mean, when the circumstances is different, the rules is different. You dig? Certain things is okay on the internet, I guess. You know? Certain things are so okay, man. Hey, man, I'm so glad that I done stepped away from that shit, man. See, because, like, again, back to the friendly part, right? Hey, man, I just had to reevaluate my pimping, man. And I had to even check myself, man, when it comes to that social media shit. Hey, because certain motherfuckers shouldn't even have access to a pimp. Yeah, certain motherfuckers shouldn't even have access to a pimp. You know what I mean? Back to being godlike, though. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have just have easy access to God. You know what I mean? You got to come correct in order to have access to God. You know what I mean? And if you're moving in a God-like fashion, you know what I mean? Everybody shouldn't just have access to your motherfucking ass like that. You know what I mean? You know, motherfuckers that call themselves pimps, pimps refer to themselves as the prize. Pimps refer to themselves as bosses. Pimps refer to themselves as kings. You know what I mean? Hey, them types of people, man, everybody don't just have easy access to. You know, the access is exclusive to them types of individuals. Yeah, so I had to remind myself, man, everybody can't have access to Freeze. You know what I mean? You know, I'd rather fuck with my YouTube family, you know what I mean, than some of these weak ass bitches that call themselves hoes. You know what I mean? Seriously though. I'm talking about when it comes to this pimping and hoeing though. Everybody don't have access to my pimping. Yeah. You know, everybody don't deserve it. You know, my experience is a treasure for a hoe. I'm talking about for a hoe to get up close and personal with my pimping, it's a treasure. And I'm not just saying that because, oh, I'm big old pimping and I'm into my ego. No, I've invested so much in myself. I've made so many game deposits in myself. You know what I mean? I've made so many sacrifices to be who I am and still be here. You know what I mean? By the grace of God, you did. But I've made so many sacrifices. I've made so many deposits. I've invested so much in myself to be who I am, to just squander that access, to just squander, like, let my access just be so easy. Just be easily accessible to any bitch who feel like it. No, you got to come correct. I'm not a motherfucker no more that just, you know, I've allowed myself to be that way in times past, you know what I mean? Because again, you know, that's what social media do. But you know, Freeze had to remind itself, man, hey Freeze, man, remember when you used to be down and around all the, I mean, you still be down and around, pimp, but remember when you was down and around and social media wasn't the way that it is right now, man? Hoes couldn't just access you whenever they felt like it. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I done slipped up recently, but it was a point in time, man, where every hoe that had my phone number done paid me. You know what I mean? We can't even talk about you paying me. You got to pay me before you can even have my phone number. You did? I had to remind myself and get back to that. You did? I had to get back to that. Because the bottom line of that is, you know, I wasn't easily accessible, man. When social media wasn't the way that it was, and the main form of communication was phone numbers, yeah, everybody didn't have access to me. Everybody couldn't just, you know, go find my phone number and call me when they felt like it. Bitch ain't got to do no hoeing, ain't got to have no money, and she could just have my phone number whenever she feel like it and call me as much as she can, get conversation out of me whenever she want, and she ain't got to do no hoeing for it. But guess what, though? That's what happens when motherfucker on Instagram, though. When motherfucker on Facebook, Snapchat, all that shit. You dig? A bitch who ain't did nothing, ain't proved nothing to nobody, not even to herself, let alone the game or anyone in it. She could just get in your DM whenever she feel like it. And then you just acknowledge the bitch. Nah, not a pimp. Not a pimp. Snap back in it, pimp. Snap back, man. You know what I mean? Because now bitches think pimps is thirsty. And that's like night and day, darkness and light being in the same spot at the same time. It's impossible, man. The spirit of pimping and thirstiness can't operate in the same body at the same time. So if you coming off as thirsty, the spirit of pimping is weak. Because guess what, man? A pimp can't even be mistaken as thirsty. When you operate in the spirit of pimping, you cannot even be mistaken for a thirsty motherfucker when you operating in your splendor of pimping. It's impossible to even mistake you for a thirsty motherfucker. A bitch shouldn't even be able to look, oh my bad, I thought you was a thirsty motherfucker. Hell no, bitch, I'm a pimp. But guess what, man? A lot of you motherfuckers is looking real thirsty. When you being friends with these bitches, when you getting in these bitches DMs all the motherfucking time, and the bitch ain't giving you no type of action, and every time this bitch go live, you requesting to go live with her motherfucking ass, and you sitting up there chopping it up with this bitch about pimps. Hey, man, that's one thing even certain squares got about theyself, man, that I respect. You did, like, I know certain squares, man, you know, if they all at one of them's house, right, and they get to having a man conversation, the women go in the other room, man. Yeah, because it's men in here chopping it up. And you don't even have to tell them women. They already know the cue. As soon as they see men in there chopping it up, having a grown man conversation that don't have nothing to do with them, they get up and they go out the room. You dig? Yeah, and obviously it goes without saying that those types of men, they don't just sit up and chop it up with women about shit that got to do with they fellow men. You know what I mean? They not finna sit in the bedroom, pillow talking with their wife or their girlfriend or significant other, whatever the case may be, about the next man. And guess what? Pimping don't do that neither. But you doing that right now, man. You sitting up there pillow talking with that bitch every day. Yeah, that's what you doing, man. Every time you go live with that bitch on her live, you ain't even got enough sense to go live on your live. You can't even get the bitch to go live on your live. You can't even get the bitch to come on there on your live and go live with you. The bitch ain't even thinking about going on your live. But you can't wait to have the opportunity. You be over there with your fingers crossed like, man, I hope the bitch, you got your fingers crossed, eyes crossed, everything. You like, man, I hope this bitch let me on the live today, man. Man, I hope this bitch add me to the box, man. Man, I hope this bitch let me up there so I can put my nose a little bit closer to her motherfucking booty, man. Man, I hope that bitch let me up there. You know what I mean? Like, you got everything crossed. Jumping for joy if this bitch lets you in the box. Same bitch that would never go into your box. That'll never get on your live. Never. You know what I mean? What type of pimping is that, though? Yeah, man, that's not the game, but that's what you doing, though, man. That's what you doing. Yeah, come back to the game, man. Yeah, the game is over here, man. This is where the pimp's at. Come back over here, man. You done lost your way, pimp. Yeah, Freeze here telling you, man. You done lost your motherfucking way, man. A lot of you motherfuckers know this shit applied to you. You're going to be in denial about it for a minute, though. Yeah, I'm already knowing. But hey, man, yeah, this the pimping at your motherfucking ass, man. Yeah, come back to this motherfucking game. Because you got the game looking raggedy right now. Going live with that bitch every 2 seconds. And then you letting the bitch dictate the conversation, and it's on her live that she can kick you off of anytime she feel like it, and she wouldn't dare go live on your motherfucking live because she ain't into you like that. She don't respect you like that. She don't appreciate you like that. You know what I mean? Hey, a pimp's presence is supposed to be a present. What happened to that, man? Is your presence a present though? Or is your presence one of them free pamphlets at the newsstand that don't cost nothing, you know what I mean? Everybody could just walk up and grab the motherfucking free pamphlet, you know? Or is your presence like a menu at a restaurant, you know what I mean? They got the little to-go menus at the Chinese food restaurant, you know what I mean? You just take one of the menus whenever you feel like it, you know what I mean? Is that your pimping? Is your pimping like the menu at the Chinese food restaurant, man? The little to-go menu? Or is your presence a present? Nah, it ain't, man. You got that to-go menu pimping right now, man. Snap out that shit, man. Come back to the motherfucking game, man. Come over here where the pimps is at. Yeah. Yeah, you don't let the spirit of pimping get weak in you, man. You got the game look raggedy. You making the game look raggedy, man. Then you got motherfuckers. Oh, my goodness. Hey, man. Oh, my goodness, man. You got motherfuckers, see, because I don't be on social media no more, right? Since the year started, Freeze ain't been on social media. Let me put some love in my body, man. Hey, dig this, right? It's 276 of y'all in here right now, but only 220 of y'all done wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain. You tracking all kind of bullshit. Hey, man, don't be tracking that friendly shit up in here off of Instagram, man. You know what I mean? Some of y'all in here fresh off of Instagram with that friendly mud on the bottom of your feet, and you tracking that friendly dirt up into a pimp's domain. Hey, man, this is the house of pimping, man. Get up out of here. Go back to the door, man. Get that bullshit off your feet, man. Hit that like button, and then come back in here and get back with this motherfucking game, man. You dig? Hey, and for sure, when you come in here, put some of this good old love in your body, man. Yeah, this shit gonna purify your pimping right here. Yeah. Yeah, some motherfuckers is over there damn near dead because they scared to put some of this shit in their body right now. And they should have started putting this shit in their body a long time ago, man. Yeah. Over there talking bad about motherfuckers that they done been down with and that they know and who done been a blessing to them. Yeah, motherfucker over there damn near dead now because they scared to put some love in their motherfucking body. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, put some of this love in your body, though. This shit gonna keep you from having strokes, keep you from having heart attacks, blood clots, all type of shit, man. All them health problems that motherfuckers be having, and at the same time, stressing themselves out because they hating on motherfuckers who done been a blessing to them, though. Yeah, man. This shit gonna prevent all that, man. For real. Get into a love affair with yourself, man. See, me, I'm in a love affair with myself, man. Ooh, I love myself so much. Some motherfuckers hating themselves daily and don't even know it, though. Yeah. Some motherfuckers over there actively hating themselves on a daily basis and don't even know it, man. Yeah. See, when you over there being friendly with them bitches that's calling themselves hoes, man, you over there hating yourself, man. Yeah, come back to this motherfucking game, though. But yeah, man, like I said, man, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Motherfuckers done got so beside themselves with this motherfucking game that they are over there going live and engaging, interacting with motherfuckers that do police shit on a daily basis. You done let yourself get that far away from the game, man. Hey, and see, I'm going to talk to a certain motherfucker, and you know who I'm talking about, man, because I got love for you, man. Yeah, I got love for you, man. I'm going to talk to you for a minute, though, and you know who I'm talking about, but this shit is applicable to everybody, though, man. Hey, man. Yeah, you know, you got caged birds, man. You know what I mean? You got certain birds that can't spread. You got certain eagles, man. See, eagles fly high. And they fly by themselves, right? Then you got buzzards down here. You know what I mean? Buzzards, they just do whatever. They go with the flow. You know what I mean? Then you got the turkeys down here. Turkeys don't never leave the ground. You know what I mean? But hey, man, it's a certain eagle that's in a cage right now. He can't spread his wings to his full wingspan and he can't get out here and fly the way he's supposed to fly, right? You know who I'm talking to, man. Yeah, you can't spread your wings the way you want to, man. And I wish you could, though, man. Because you done forgot what it's like to get out here and spread your wings, man. You know what I mean? You done been in that cage, man. So you letting them walls talk to you the wrong way, man. You know, you're not letting that spirit of pimping come in, man. Yeah, get back to being an eagle, though, man. Because eagles, we don't chop it up with turkeys on the ground, man. Yeah, we don't have nothing to do with turkeys on the ground. And we don't fuck with buzzards neither. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know them buzzards that be flying in groups, acting like they eagles, but they always in groups. You know what I mean? They come together and be on bullshit. You know what I mean? But they can't fly at the altitude of an eagle, though. You know? Them buzzards can't do that. And them turkeys don't never get off the ground. But some of you motherfuckers be kicking it with turkeys, though, and you a damn eagle. What you look like? But yeah, it's a certain eagle partner of mine, man, you know, that I got love for, man. And I wish he'll get back to being an eagle, even though he confined right now and he can't be all the eagle that he want to be. He's still an eagle, though, man. Yeah. And you over there kicking it with turkeys that do police shit. You letting turkeys onto your platform, man, that do police shit. To try to put other eagles in the position that you in right now. That's this motherfucker's whole life mission, is to put eagles in cages. Because they a turkey punk motherfucker that wish they could be an eagle, but will never be an eagle. They can't even be a buzzard, let alone eagle. You know what I mean? Yeah, you over there letting you letting turkeys on the eagles platform, man. Where all the eagles be at, man. You letting turkeys on that motherfucker, man. Turkeys that do police shit. Turkeys that might as well have a badge on their motherfucking chest. Yeah. You know what I mean? Turkey ass niggas that, you know, make phone calls and send emails cross country to get paperwork on motherfuckers who they don't even know. Hey, man, eagles, we don't do that. Why would you put a turkey on an eagle stage and treat them like an eagle when they a motherfucking turkey? Come on, man. Come back to this game. Come back to this game, man. That ain't the game. Yeah, and see, that's the problem with that motherfucking internet shit, man. You know, it got the climate real nice. Everybody's scared to hurt each other's feelings and shit like that, man. Hey, but man, y'all already know, man, Freeze come with that Ginsu, though. Out of love, though, for eagles, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, I come with that Ginsu, man. I comes to slice and dice. Yeah, out of love, though. Yeah, tough love, though, man. Yeah, I wouldn't do it with a buzzard or a turkey, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll do it with an eagle, though, man. Yeah. Come get this work, man. You need this right now. You know what I mean? This gonna snap you back into reality. Yeah, you an eagle, man. You're not one of them motherfucking turkeys. Yeah, you've been confined for so long that, you know, it's a bunch of turkeys confined with you. You know what I mean? And then it's a bunch of eagles acting like buzzards on social media. You know what I mean? Then you got buzzards acting like turkeys. Everybody acting like you got turkeys convincing motherfuckers that they eagles and ain't never flew no motherfucking where. You know what I mean? So what you do? You start interacting with turkeys, but you an eagle, man. Come on, man, get away from that. Eagles don't have nothing to do with turkeys. You ain't gonna never catch me chopping it up, kicking it with a turkey, especially a police-ass turkey. Come on, man. The game done got that weak? No, you done got that weak, man. Snap out of it, man. Snap out of it. Yeah. Turkeys don't even have access to eagles, man. They don't even have access. They can only dream about kicking it with eagles. They can only dream about having conversations with eagles, man. For real. Only in their wildest dreams. And then you got other eagles on the platform, you know what I mean, going on there, and then you got buzzards just acting like eagles going on there, you know what I mean, chopping it up with this turkey, man. This turkey that even buzzards shouldn't have nothing to do with. This is a police ass nigga. And motherfuckers is just on there chopping it up with this motherfucker? Come on, man. That shit crazy. And don't nobody even know this turkey. Ain't nobody even seen this turkey down and around nowhere. Don't nobody even know this turkey. Only thing they know about this turkey is that he do police ass shit. He make up lies on motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And he calls cross country to get police reports and motions of discovery and all type of shit on motherfuckers that he don't know. And in order to manipulate the shit and make motherfuckers make eagles look bad. Make the pimping look bad. This motherfucking turkey calls cross country to get paperwork on motherfuckers in order to manipulate it and slander a motherfucker and give a black eye to the game. That's all this motherfucker do is give black eyes to the game. This motherfucker ain't never meant the game no good. And you let that motherfucker on the Eagles platform? Come on, man. Come back to this game, man. Get away from that circus shit, man. We don't belong in that. Come back to this game, man. Come over here with the Eagles, man. Come over here with the Pips where you belong, man. Yeah, you don't belong in that type of shit, man. Then you got motherfuckers talking shit to the eagle that's confined. They talking shit to the eagle that's confined, but yet and still, they kicking it with the turkey too. They chopping it up with the turkey too. They on the turkey's page, whenever he say something bad about an eagle, they liking that shit and laughing with the turkey. Yeah, come back to this game though, man. I'm talking about the pimps though. You know what I mean? Come back to this game. Motherfuckers going live with the police, man. Like, seriously, you going live with the police. You are going live with the police. What is wrong with you? Seriously. Think about that. You an eagle that's confined and you going live with the police? Then you got other motherfuckers going live with the police? Come on, man. That ain't the game. See, some of y'all motherfuckers need to do like me. I know some of y'all will probably slit your wrist. You know what I mean? You can't, it's like you probably couldn't make it without the shit. But some of y'all need to do like Freeze, man, and get that social media shit a break, man. I'm telling you, it'll serve you a whole lot of justice, man. A whole lot of you motherfuckers need to, get that social media shit a break, man. For real. You know what I mean? Because y'all doing so much shit that's just contrary to the game. And what you don't understand is you involved in something that you don't even recognize what's going on, man. You done let that social media shit master you to a point where you don't even know that you mastered. The pimpin' is the master of himself, though. You gon' see, when you the master of yourself, you're not even tempted to go live with the police. But see, when you mastered by social media, see, that's the thing about social media, ain't no rules. Only rules is the rules that social media make. You know what I mean? You can't play certain music and you can't say certain words that's offensive to different groups of people and all of those type of shit. But when it comes to the game, though, ain't no rules. Not on social media, ain't no rules. You know what I mean? So, motherfuckers get mastered by platforms that have no rules. So you start to operate as a motherfucker with no rules. But that ain't the game, though, man. Hey, remember when you was pimping back in the day, man? Remember when you was pimping, man, and you had all kind of rules for hoes? You had rules for yourself. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be friends with hoes. You wouldn't go pull up on no bitch and smoke weed with her for free. You know what I mean? You wouldn't just let a bitch in your car and you kicking it with the bitch, chopping it up. You picking her up off the track every day and she got a trap on her and you just chopping it up with this bitch and asking her how her day went, you know what I mean? And she telling you about different dates and shit like that, you know what I mean? And you like, damn, girl, for real? Oh, the date went like that? Oh, man. Damn, he only gave you 500? He should have gave you 1,000, bitch, you know what I mean? Okay, here go your stop, girl. Yeah, go ahead and continue making some money that I ain't gonna break you for. You have a good day, man. Hey, man. Remember when you was never doing shit like that? You doing it now, though, man. You just not doing it physically. You doing it virtually, man. But that's what you doing, though, man. Yeah, come back to this motherfucking game, though, man. Yeah, come back to the pimping. Yeah. Yeah, man. Come back to the motherfucking pimping, though. You did? Cause that ain't what we do. You know, we don't allow ourselves to be mastered by, by anything. We don't allow ourselves to be mastered by substances. We don't allow ourselves to be mastered by food. You know what I mean? We don't allow ourselves to be mastered by alcohol. You dig? We don't allow ourselves to be mastered by gambling. We don't allow ourselves to be mastered by sex. We don't allow ourselves to be mastered by social media, man. Hey, this the pimping, though. You dig? This the pimping. Where's the pride in your pimping? Yeah, see, motherfuckers just talking it, man. Hey, motherfuckers done got so comfortable, man. They sit up and let husbands, man, tell them about this motherfucking game, man. Hey, remember back in the days, man, when we used to be down around and we found out a motherfucker was a husband, man. It didn't matter who it was, man. Remember we used to roast the pants off them motherfuckers, man? Guess what? You ain't doing that no more, man. You partners with the husband now, man. Yeah. On social media, you might not be doing it physically, but virtually, you partners with the husbands, man. They your boys. They your partners. You know what I mean? Yeah, them husbands, though. You know what I mean? Fuck a pimp look like, man, sitting up, letting a husband tell him about this motherfucking game that he really seriously down and about it, though. You know what I mean? You ain't marrying nan hoe. You ain't marrying nan square bitch. You ain't marrying nobody. And you sitting up letting a husband that's married to a bitch tell you about some pimping. Because he might got more money than you right now. Or he got better credit than you, so it looked like he got more money than you right now, but you done did way more pimping than this motherfucker, though. But because he a husband and his situation look better than yours, you know what I mean? You sitting up listening to this motherfucker because his situation look better than yours. Babe, snap back into the game, man. You got way more pimping than them husbands, man. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you pimped for a skateboard and that's all you got. You got way more pimping than them husbands, man. Yeah, I'm talking to the pimps, though. You know what I mean? Who ain't married to no bitch. Because like I said, man, motherfuckers marry the bitch because that's what the bitch want to do. You know what I mean? That's the motherfucker bound down to the bitch. If you call yourself actively being a pimp and you married a bitch in order to keep that bitch, yeah, you did that because that's what the bitch wanted to do. You know what I mean? Don't no nigga just sit up. I'm talking about a motherfucker who done really pimped, though. A motherfucker who done really pimped. You know, pimps don't sit up and be like, you know what? Man, I like this bitch so much, man. I just want to marry this bitch, man. I like these other hoes too, man. You know, they down, they fucks with me too. They done paid the shit out of me, man. They done been through all kind of shit on behalf of my pimping, man. But this bitch right here, I just want to marry this one, though. You know what I mean? I like her hoeing so much. I want to marry this bitch. You know what I mean? I want to walk down aisles and make vows and put rings on fingers, you know what I mean, with this bitch right here. Nah, pimps, we don't think like that, man. Them type of thoughts don't even come to a pimp's mind, man. We don't operate like that, man. So guess what, man? I don't give a fuck how much money a husband got. Guess what, man? If you really seriously pimping and you operate within the spirit of this pimping, hey, man, you got way more pimping than them husbands, man. Don't listen to them husbands. Don't let them husbands sit up and tell you about this game. Nah, man. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers done got too nice on that social media shit, man. Take some time. Get back to the game. Get back to the pimping. You know what I mean? Get control of yourself again. Because you done let go of the wheel on that social media shit. You ain't even steering. You just got your pedal to the metal. You got your foot on the gas and you just moving around on social media. Running into all kind of shit. Running into conversations with broke, dusty renegades. Talking bad about pimps. You know what I mean? Seriously though, man. Like for real. Like come back to the game, man. That's not the game. That's not the game. Come back over here, man. We gonna fuck with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? You probably feel like now that you hear this shit that I'm saying, man, you probably like, damn, I got so far away from the game. You know what I mean? Motherfucker walking back to the pimp circle with his head down and his lip hanging like this, like, come on, man. Yeah, we fucks with you still, man. We know you's a pimp. You done got beside yourself. Yeah, we gonna roast the shit out you. When you come over here, we gonna roast the shit out you. But guess after we roast the shit out you, guess what we gonna do, man? We gonna have a toast, man, to the game, though. That's what pimps do. You know what I mean? That's what pimps do. You know, we don't let circumstances come between us. We don't let bitches come between us. We definitely don't let police come between us. We don't let husbands come between us, man. Pimps fuck with pimps, man. No matter what. If you's a pimp, I fucks with you. You know what I mean? Certain motherfuckers I might not like, but if you's a pimp, I'm still gonna respect you though. And I ain't gonna let nothing bad happen to you if I got control of it. You know what I mean? You let motherfuckers that don't nobody know wish death on a pimp that you done been down with. And you sitting up chopping it up with this motherfucker, man. What's wrong with y'all? You let 45-year-old niggas that fell out the sky talking about they pimps, you know what I mean? Wish death on a pimp that you done been down with. And you co-signing this motherfucker, man. Just because he look like he got some money. What's wrong with y'all, man? How dare you motherfuckers, man? This shit crazy. This shit crazy, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Come back to this game, man. Come get this roasting, man. We gonna roast the shit out your motherfucking ass. Yeah. We gonna give you the roasting of a lifetime, man. Come back. Come over here, man. Come get this roasting and snap back into this game, though, man. You know what I mean? Cause y'all got the pimping looking raggedy right now. Y'all got the game looking so raggedy, man. For real. Like, what's wrong with y'all? You know what I mean? Letting squares and husbands and wannabes, you know what I mean, and all this old shit, man, you know, talk about this pimping. Motherfuckers who you done been down with, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, we eagles, we up here, man. You know what I mean? We don't take part in that bullshit with the motherfucking buzzards and them turkeys, man. Y'all got turkeys really believing they one of us. You know what I mean? Like, come back to this game, man. Like, we eagles, man. We fly high. And again, like I said, man, you know, just me speaking for myself, man, I had to remind myself of how valuable I am. I had to remind myself of all the shit that I done been through in this motherfucking game. See, some of y'all done forgot what you done been through in the game. Some of y'all forgot what you done accomplished in the game. Some of y'all done forgot some of the amazing shit that you done did in the game. And you trying to prove yourself to a dusty, broke, bad credit, you know what I mean, ain't got nothing going on, you know, ain't worth shit ass bitches. You trying to prove yourself to them type of motherfuckers because you done forgot who you are. Yeah, you done forgot about all them times where, you know, bitches was over there with the trick like daddy, I'm over here, man. This trick, he got the money over here. I don't know what to do. Wooty wooty woo. Okay, bitch, where you at? What's going on? Okay, bitch, this what you do. You know what I mean? Da 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 da. Yeah, make this happen. Do that. Wooty wooty woo. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wait till he go over there and start doing this. And yeah. Keep him busy over here, bitch, and make this happen while you doing that. Wooty wooty woo. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. You done forgot when you done instructed and really pimped hoes through situations and shit like that. Yeah. You done forgot about all the game you done poured in the hoes, you know what I mean? All the pimping you done. You know, all the sacrifices you done made on behalf of this game. You done forgot about all that shit. Because if you remembered everything that you done been through, and you done remember all the sacrifices you done made in the name of this game, you know what I mean? And you remember, like, certain pimps that you was cool with, they got killed and died in the name of this game, and you remember certain pimps, you know what I mean, that you was cool with, they got snitched on by a dusty punk ass bitch, and they ain't coming home for a long time. Certain pimps ain't never coming home. Yeah, if you remember all this shit, man, last thing you gonna do is be over here trying to prove yourself to this dusty ass bitch. You know what I mean? You gonna stay reserved to save your pimping for a hoe that's worthy of it. You know what I mean? A hoe that's gonna prove herself worthy of your pimping. You know? You gonna stop being friends with these nothing ass bitches that you scared to ask for some money. Yeah, you gonna stop being friends with them, man, if you remember who you are and you remember what this game is about. Yeah, come back to this game, man. Come back home, man. Come over here, man. Yeah, we gonna roast you. You know what I mean? We gonna fuck you up a little bit, you know what I mean? But we still gonna have love for you, though. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Yeah. Come back to this game, man. You dig? It's 337 of y'all up in here, man, but only 310 of y'all done wipe your feet off at the door. You dig? Do a pimp a favor, man. Wipe your feet off at the door. What I mean by that, hit that motherfucking like button. Yeah. Don't come in here, you know, you've been stepping on the same ground as them husbands and shit like that, and you've been stepping on the same ground as them police ass turkeys and shit like that, and you got that friendly dust, that friendly mud, chopping it up with renegades who hate pimps, you know what I mean, that you scared to ask for money. You got all that motherfucking dirt and mud on your feet, man. Wipe your feet off. Step outside, man. Don't track that bullshit up in here, man. Wipe your motherfucking feet off at the door. Step outside, hit that motherfucking like button like that, and then step back inside, man. You know what I mean? Go cleanse yourself, man, and then purify yourself with some of this love. You did? Like I said, because you got some motherfuckers on the verge of death because they hate putting this shit in their motherfucking body. But they love putting hate in their body, though. You know what I mean? And they love spewing venom out their motherfucking mouth about people who they know. You dig? Just for the sake of some potential clout that they really ain't gonna never get because they not worthy of clout. You know what I mean? They can't sustain the clout. They can't make the clout grow, you know? But they still gonna chase it, though. They still gonna reach for it, you know what I mean? And try to, you know what I mean, bash a motherfucker who they know done been a blessing to them. Yeah, and now they over there on the verge of death, man. You don't want to be like them. Put some of this shit in your motherfucking body, man. Yeah, man. Put some love in your body. Let me go back. Hold on. Hold on. Damn. Okay, Sinful to P, as always, good looking with the $100 holler. You dig? Glory to God for blessing us with another day to hear this game. Teach P. And again, good looking Sinful to P with another $100 holler. This man is on fire. Teach. And Forever P, aka Chauvinist, good looking with the $50 holler. Much appreciated, man. I appreciate you as well. You did. And I can't see the other super chats right now. I know it was a couple of more, but for some reason my chat won't scroll further back to let me see it. But yeah, man, you know, motherfuckers done forgot their value, man. Motherfuckers done got so far away from this game with this social media shit, you know, they've allowed that shit to master them, you know, and, you know, sometimes you get involved in things and you don't understand the power of it, right? And before you know it, you deeply wrapped up in the shit and the shit done took control of you and then became the master of you, and you don't even understand that you've been mastered by this shit, right? Gambling works the same way. You know what I mean? Motherfucker might be gambling and shit like that, right? And it starts off innocently, and it starts off fun, and everything is cool. You know what I mean? Then you might win a few $1,000s, and that's when the monkey get on your back. Before you win, you know, you the master of that gambling. You could stop whenever you feel like it, because you haven't had that taste of victory when it comes to the gambling, right? You ain't had that major giant dopamine hit just slap you in the face, right? Then when you win some thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? That dopamine, that shit come tackle you like Junior Seau, you know what I mean? Like Bruce Smith back in the day, or Lawrence Taylor, you know what I mean? That dopamine come tackle your motherfucking ass, and just it's so sensational. Now that shit is the beginning of the mastery, where it's starting to master you. You know what I mean? And then before you know it, the shit done got you beat. You start out as the master of the gambling, but then before you know it, the gambling masters you. Because when you get involved, you don't understand the power of it, right? Alcohol the same way. You know, drugs are the same way. When you indulge in that shit in the beginning, you don't understand how powerful it is. Before you know it, the shit got you beat. Now it's the master of you, and you don't even, it's now you got like an uphill battle trying to get away from this shit, right? Social media is the same way. You know, a lot of pimps, when they got on social media, they was the master of themselves. A lot of pimps, before they got on social media, they wasn't being friends with hoes. A lot of pimps, before they got on social media, they just wasn't having conversations. They wouldn't let hoes get at them whenever they felt like it. You know what I mean? Hoes didn't have a direct line on them because they wasn't talking about choosing or nothing like that. You know, so they wasn't having all these free, friendly ass conversations with bitches, you know what I mean, before social media. You know, certain individuals, man, when they was really pimping before they got on social media, they wasn't kicking it with motherfuckers that say they in the game but don't nobody know them. You know, you gonna want to know who a motherfucker know. You did? If a motherfucker come like, yeah, man, you know, I'm pimping such and such, man. Oh, what's up, pimping such and such? Where you out of, man? Oh, I'm out of Detroit. Oh, you from Detroit, man? Then you know whoopty whoop, man. You know pimping whoopty whoop and pimping da 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 and pimping and yeah, you know all of them, man. No, yeah, they're my partners, man. Yeah, we was down in Miami tearing it up back in the day. You did? That's how it go, man. You wasn't doing all this weird shit before social media, man. You know, first thing you gonna do is, you know, have some type of familiarity with a pimp when you meet a motherfucker that you don't know. But you get with motherfuckers on social media and they just talk a good one, you know what I mean? And before you know it, you done became so wrapped up in how good this motherfucker talk that you don't know nothing about. You side with him and start bashing motherfuckers that you do know, that you done been down with, that you done pimped with, that you know has pimped. You know what I mean? Yeah, you done allowed yourself to get mastered by the social media shit, man. See, before social media, you wasn't thinking about trying to have no damn snitch bitch. You know, before social media kicked off, man, you wasn't sweating bitches that you knew was snitches. You know, you didn't want nothing to do with a bitch that's a snitch because, you know, just like she told on the last man, she could potentially tell on you, and you ain't gonna give her no action at telling on you. You know what I mean? But social media, man, you know, social media done made it where, you know, it done mastered you to the point where now you try to have these snitch bitches and shit like that, man. Hey, listen, man, before you got on social media, you know, you probably never even heard of a motherfucker that called cross country to get paperwork on various pimps that they don't know and ain't never met or been down with or nothing, right? That they just jealous of, you know what I mean? You ain't never even heard of a motherfucker like that before social media. But if somebody was to bring somebody around you and be like, yeah, man, this wooty whoop, man, you know, they be calling cross country. They be having motions of discovery and paperwork on all the pimps, man. But he cool, though. You wouldn't have nothing to do with that motherfucker, man. But guess what? Because social media done got you so mastered, social media done got you so beat, man. Hey, now you cool with these type of motherfuckers, right? You cool with these type of motherfuckers that tell lies on pimps. Probably even done told a lie on you, but you still cool with this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because y'all hate the same pimp. You know what I mean? Because, see, that's another thing, too, man. Social media make you jealous of a pimp, man. You know, because before you got on social media, when you was really down and around pimping, you know, you had love for all the pimps. You congratulated all the pimps. You know what I mean? And if a pimp was doing better than you, it inspired you. It motivated you. You know what I mean? And you love to see it. You love to see a pimp doing his thing, man. If you see a pimp in a Rolls Royce, or if you see a pimp in a mansion home, or if you see a pimp deep with badass bitches, you know what I mean? That type of shit inspired you, man. You know, it really motivated you and made you step your pimping up. But guess what, man? Since social media came around and mastered you, you know what I mean, and overwhelmed your motherfucking ass, now you be hating pimps. If a pimp got more money than you, you hate him. You don't want to get as much money. You want his exact money. You want to take the money that he has so that he doesn't have it anymore and it's in your possession. You know what I mean? That's what social media done did to you. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker got a badass bitch or some badass bitch is, you know what I mean, that's fine as a motherfucker, fully surrendered they hoeing to him, paying the fuck out of him, you don't want some bitches that's equivalent or better. No, you want them exact bitches that he got. You want to make sure that them bitches leave him so that he don't have them no more and you got them. You don't want something similar. You want exactly what he got. If you see pimping with a fly-ass car or some fly-ass jewelry or a fly-ass house, you know what I mean? You don't want something similar or equivalent or better. No, you want his exact chain. Even though the shit got his name on it and your name is something totally different, no, you want his exact chain. You want to make sure he don't have it no more and it's around your motherfucking neck. If it's a car, you want to make sure you got his exact car so that he don't have it no more and it's in your possession. You know what I mean? If he got a certain pair of drawers, you motherfuckers probably want the nigga drawers too. You know what I mean? You want the same exact drawers that he got on his body. You want to take them drawers off and put them on your motherfucking body. That's how weird the internet done got you, man. Yeah. But remember, man, when you was pimping before, man, you had love for pimping. And see, you done allowed social media to master you to the point where you got so much jealousy and rage in your motherfucking heart that you will side with people that you know are haters of the game. You will side with people that you know are mysteries in the game against the motherfucker that you know is really about the game, though. That's really registered and certified, and motherfuckers know this individual. You will go against this motherfucker with these people that's mysteries. Their history is a mystery, or their history ain't cool. You know what I mean? And they got a long history of being a hater of the game. You side with them type of motherfuckers because y'all got the same thing in common. Y'all both jealous of the same pimps. Y'all jealous of the same pimps. You know what I mean? Because just like I mentioned, you know, if a pimp got a certain car or a certain bitch or some certain money, certain house, jewelry, whatever, you know what I mean? If a pimp got clout, that's the biggest jealousy provoker of all. You know what I mean? See, a car might make a motherfucker jealous. Some jewelry might make a motherfucker jealous. A bitch might make a motherfucker jealous. But ooh-wee, that clout? Oh, man. You can't stand that motherfucker with the clout. He could have less money than you. He could have less hoes than you. He could have lower quality hoes than you. He could have less jewelry than you. But because he got that clout, but because he got that voice of influence, that power of influence, boy, you hate that motherfucker. You hate him so bad. Social media has made you so weird that you hate that motherfucker so bad that you'll side with a motherfucker that got a history of being a hater of the game and doing police ass shit towards the game. That's how weird the internet done made you. You know what I mean? When really you should be motivated, you should be inspired, you know what I mean, by a motherfucker with the clout. You should be inspired by that. Because that's what you was doing when you was, before you got on social media, when you was pimping outside, you was inspired by the shit that pimps did. You was motivated by the shit that pimps did. You know, but you've allowed the internet to master you. You've allowed the internet to beat your motherfucking ass. Now social media be dictating you, like it be puppeteering your ass like Pinocchio. You know, Instagram be doing this with your pimping. You know what I mean? Yeah, Instagram take you like, yeah, we gonna make you be friendly with these hoes over here. We gonna make you kick it with the police over here. You know what I mean? We gonna make you jealous of the pimping over here and talk bad and pillow talk with the police and pillow talk with these bitches. Yeah, towards the pimping. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have long extended conversations about the pimping. Yeah. This what social media do to your motherfucking ass. Yeah. It puppeteers y'all like Pinocchio. Shit crazy, man. Come back to the game, man. Snap out of it. Social media, it ain't that important. It probably really ain't doing nothing for y'all. You know what I mean? Because like I say, social media can be a beautiful tool if you remain the master of yourself within it. But to all of you motherfuckers that social media has mastered, it's not even benefiting you. You probably ain't knocking no bitches on there. And if you are knocking bitches on there, the bitches that you knocking ain't worth shit. You know what I mean? They guppies that you need to throw back into the water and let them, you know, squiggle away, do what they do. You know what I mean? You don't have any type of business on there that's bringing you any type of passive income or any type of income period. You know what I mean? You know, it's not really doing nothing for you, but giving you some dopamine and making you feel good whenever you get notifications. You know what I mean? But what makes a pimp feel even better is, you know what I mean, when he get notifications from real hoes in real life. You know what I mean? When he getting Cash App notifications, when he getting Zelle notifications, you know what I mean? When he getting hand-to-hand notifications, you know what I mean? That's what make a pimp feel good. Get back to that, man. Get up out that social media shit, man. That shit ain't doing you no good, man. Step away from that shit. Regain mastery of yourself. Remember who you are, man. Remember what you stand for. Because you got the game looking raggedy, man. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Y'all motherfuckers know who I'm talking to. You got the game looking raggedy right now, man. Seriously. You know? Y'all got husbands thinking they could tell the pimping what to do. Y'all got police thinking they could tell the pimping how the game go and all this old shit. Y'all got renegades telling pimping who ain't a pimp and who is a pimp, and y'all honoring this shit. Yeah, that's what you doing, man. Yeah, you doing that. You encouraging that bullshit. You acknowledging that bullshit, so therefore you encouraging that bullshit. That's what you doing, man. Yeah, you. Yeah, come back to the game, man. Come back over here with this pimping, man. Yeah, we over here. We still here. We ain't went nowhere. We been pimping the whole time, man. Yeah, come over here with us. You don't belong over there, man. You know what I mean? Look around yourself. See what's around you. You know what I mean? You over there involved in a bad joke. You know what I mean? Okay, listen to this, right? Okay, so a police officer, a husband, and a renegade walk into a bar, right? And then they master a pimp and make the pimp be on some friendly husband police shit. Get it? It's a bad joke y'all involved in, man. Look around. You know what I mean? You got renegades, police officers, and husbands around you, man. They just saying they pimps and hoes, but they not. They not, man. They not pimps and hoes, man. We over here. Come over here with us, man. You know what I mean? Look around. Snap out of it. You in a trance right now. You in a trance. Yeah, that social media got you in a trance, man. Snap out that shit, man. You know, that's not the game, man. You know, we over here with the game. We not over there. You know what I mean? Look around you. It's a bunch of bullshit around you. You know what I mean? All the renegades over here, police over here, you know what I mean? Husbands over here. You know what I mean? That's not, them motherfuckers ain't the game, man. They not the game. You know? Just because this renegade done sucked a dick or two for $1, she not a hoe, man. Don't even get to thinking she a hoe. Don't get to treating her like she a hoe. Don't even look at her like she's a hoe, like she gonna fuck with a pimp. She's never gonna fuck with a pimp. She don't deserve to fuck with a pimp. She can't afford a pimp. She don't even deserve access to a pimp. She should not even be able to access a pimp. She shouldn't be able to get contact with a pimp whenever she feel like it. You know what I mean? She don't deserve you, man. She not worthy. Leave her alone. It's never gonna amount to nothing. Never. It's never gonna amount to nothing. That nigga over there, man, he the police. Leave that nigga alone, man. Yeah, a bitch or two done gave him a few dollars before. Yeah, but he's the police though, man. Only reason why he chopping it up with you is so he can get your government name, so he go look up your rap sheet, man, and look up all the motions of discoveries and police reports, all the cases that you done caught, man. So he can manipulate the shit and twist it around to fit his narrative and make you look bad, man. Yeah, he don't mean the game no good though, man. Leave that motherfucker alone, man. Leave him alone. You shouldn't have nothing to do with him. You shouldn't be on his page liking nothing, viewing nothing, commenting on anything. None of that. Acknowledgement is encouragement. You encouraging the police to do more police shit with you and other people like you in the game. Leave that motherfucker alone, man. Hey, man. That's a husband right there, man. Leave that husband alone, man. Yeah, he done had his wife out there. His wife done caught a few dates and gave him some money. Probably hit a few licks and shit like that. But that's a husband, though, man. You down in the body. You down and dirty. You outside pimping every day, man. This husband ain't the same. Hey, he got a curfew, man. He got to be in bed at a certain time. That's a husband, man. You the pimping. You out during pimp hours. You know what I mean? You call him at 1 in the morning, he not answering, man, because he knocked out. Because he got to get up in the morning and start being a husband, man. That's not no pimp. Yeah, he done checked the trap before. You know what I mean? But he's a husband, man. He not pimping, though. You pimping right now. You need to be around pimps. You need to be chopping it up with pimps. You know what I mean? This motherfucker, he got to get up in the morning and make his wife French toast before she go to work, man. And omelets and shit like that, man. You know, he got to make her coffee, you know, with the right amount of creams and sugars. You know what I mean? And all that other type of shit, man. You know, he got to run her bath water at night, man. Like, he got to rub her feet after a long day of work, man. That's the husband, man. That's not the pimping. You know, you ain't got no business chopping it up, kicking it with none of that. You know what I mean? Because he gonna make you rough around the edges, man. Whatever game he try to kick with you, he's kicking it from a husband's perspective. You know? See, he done heard about the game and shit like that. You know what I mean? But, and he done did certain things that pimps do, but he's not a pimp. He's a husband. Leave that motherfucker alone, man. Hey, this motherfucker back here, hey, that's a limo driver, man, that slipped on a banana peel and landed in this motherfucking game. And he think because a bitch or two gave him some motherfucking money that he's a pimp. No, let that motherfucker go back to driving pimps and hoes around, man. Let that motherfucker go back to driving pimps and hoes to and from the airport, man. That's not no motherfucking pimp, man. He's not no pimp. Leave that motherfucker alone, man. You know what I mean? Like, he got a family to take care of. That's why he got in the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not no pimp. You know what I mean? Let him take care of his family with that limo job, man. Don't let this motherfucker swindle hoes into giving him some money to take care of his family, man. Yeah, don't do that. You know what I mean? And don't encourage that motherfucker to think that he's a pimp. He not no pimping, man. Let that motherfucker drive you around. He was your driver, man. You just don't recognize the motherfucker because he done put on some designer clothes and shit like that. He done took off the little limousine driver hat and the little limousine driver suit, man. He done took that off and put some clothes on and disguised himself as a pimp. You know what I mean? And he done learned how to say, hey now, say now, you know what I mean? And he learned the secret handshake and he learned how to do this and all this old shit, man. But that's a limo driver, man. Let that motherfucker drive you around, man. Don't encourage that bullshit, man. Don't make this motherfucker believe that he could do the same things that you do. Don't make this motherfucker believe that he got the same shit in him that you got in you. Nah, he don't, man. Let that motherfucker go back to driving people around, man. That's his job. That's his calling. He was good at that. He was good at driving people around, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, he saw you shining every time you got inside his car, you know what I mean, so he could drive you around, you know what I mean? And he seen them hoes getting in and out, looking good and smelling good and passing you money in the back of the limo, you know what I mean? And he said, damn, you know what? I want to do the same thing. No, you should have told him back then. Nah, my nigga, you just stay driving limos, man. That's your job, man. This pimp shit ain't cut out for you, man. This shit ain't all it's cracked up to be, man. This shit is hard, man. And you might go to jail, man. Just stay driving limos, man. Stay over there doing that, you know what I mean? You good at that. See me, I can't drive limos, man. You know, if I try to do that shit, man, it's gonna go all the way wrong because that ain't my calling, man. So I ain't gonna try to do what you do, so you don't need to come try to do what I do, man. You know what I mean? See, I'm a pimp. This is what I'm good at. You know what I mean? So I'm going to stay in my lane, man. You stay in your lane. You stay over there, drive them limos, man. You know what I mean? You know, one of you motherfuckers let that motherfucker take that little stupid limo driver hat off, man. And y'all done let that motherfucker put some pimp clothes on, man, and get to talking to lingo and shit like that. Y'all gave that motherfucker some DVDs to watch. Y'all gave that motherfucker some pimp music to listen to, man. Who gave that motherfucker Rollo the Pimp? You know what I mean? Who gave that motherfucker Sugar Free? You know what I mean? Who gave that motherfucker cross-country pimping? Who gave that motherfucker Iceberg Slim? You know what I mean? Who gave that motherfucker American Pimp and Pimps Up Hoes Down? You know what I mean? You need your motherfucking ass beat. You know what I mean? Y'all got this man in the motherfucking limousine watching this shit and listening to all this pimp music and taking notes and writing all the shit down. You know what I mean? Oh, set her down. That means take her to the blade to work. You know what I mean? Put her out there. Break on the bitch. That means, okay, out of pocket. Okay, I got it. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, hey now, say now. That's how pimps greet hoes. Okay, yeah, got it. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? Let that man stay over there with them limos, man. He got a family to take care of, man. Y'all got this man out all hours of the night, man, acting like a pimp when he got a family at home to take care of, man. Like, nah, man, y'all wrong for that. Why y'all encourage that boy to do that shit, man? You know what I mean? You know, let that man go over there, man, and drive the motherfucking limos around. You know what I mean? With the little cap on. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be looking at you in the rearview mirror like, where to, sir? Oh, to the blade? Yes, sir. Figueroa? Yes, sir. We'll be there in 10 minutes, sir. How's your day, sir? How's your day? Okay, good. Oh, my day was fine, you know. Took my son to soccer practice, you know. He's doing real good, you know. Yeah, my wife got a promotion at her job, you know, so now we're going to be able to get that timeshare that we always wanted, you know. Things are going really good, sir, yeah, you know. That's the type of conversations that he's supposed to be having with pimps, man. You know what I mean? He ain't supposed to think that he a pimp and be chopping it up with pimps about, you know, traps that he done checked and all this old shit, man. Like, nah, man. Why y'all do that to that boy, man? Like, nah, man. You know? Yeah, man, driving Miss Daisy to P, man. He supposed to be like, sir, can I go make water? I got to go make water, sir. Can I pull over so I can go make water? I got to go make water, sir. You know what I mean? When he got to go take a piss, you know what I mean? He supposed to tell the pimpin' he got to go make water. You know what I mean? So he can pull over and go take a piss, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of conversations. It don't supposed to go no further than that. You know what I mean? Pimping ain't supposed to invite him to the house to come inside. You know, he just pull up, you know what I mean, and drop the pimping off, and he pull up and pick the pimping up. You ain't supposed to invite him into a pimp's house so he can see how pimps live and how pimps do shit and how pimps interact with their hoes and at home. And y'all weren't supposed to do that, man. Why y'all do that? Who encouraged this boy? You know what I mean? Who encouraged this boy to think he was some pimping, man? You know what I mean? Like, nah, man. Nah. I'm mad. Whoever, I want to find out who the pimping is, man, that encouraged this nigga, man. I really want to find out who it is, man, because I got a bone to pick with your motherfucking ass. You done let this motherfucker really believe that, you know what I mean, you know, that he could go from driving limos to getting into this game to send hoes. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you, man? Why you do that to that boy? You know what I mean? Because anybody who done really pimp, when you listen to that motherfucker, man, he ain't got a pimp bone in his body. You know what I mean? He just be talking about shit that he done studied. See, he done studied motherfuckers in the game. And, you know, he's like a, see, that's what that motherfucker need to do, man. You know what I mean? The limo driver, you know what he really could do? Because he know a lot about the game. You know what I mean? And if he was to step into this role, he could really know even more about the game, and he could be like a game historian. You know what I mean? Y'all know how like Alex Alonso is with the street gangs, you know what I mean? Or like Kev Mac videos, you know what I mean? How Kev Mac is with the gang history and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's how that boy could be, you know what I mean? It could be smooth Lou videos. You know, this is for sure. Smooth Lou videos. Open your soul, represent the whole stroll, baby. Yeah, man. That's what he supposed to be, man. He supposed to be Alex Alonso, Kev Mac of the pimping, man. You know what I mean? That's what he supposed to be. You know what I mean? Well, he can't be Kev Mac because Kev Mac is a little different. You know what I mean? Because Kev Mac used to be active. You know what I mean? So he never was an active pimp. But Alex Alonso, he's a spectator. You know what I mean? He was never really an active gangbanger like that. He just somebody that, you know, is a gang historian. You know what I mean? So that boy, that's what he supposed to do. He supposed to be the he supposed to be the historian for the game, man. He supposed to tell you the origins of the game, you know, where it started from, who the first pimps was, you know what I mean, who the Raymond Washington and Tookie Williams of the pimping was back in the 1800s and all that shit. You know what I mean? He supposed to be able to do all that type of shit with the game, man. You know, either he drive limos or he just be the pimp game historian. You know what I mean? That's what he supposed to be. But y'all don't let this motherfucker think he was a pimp, man. You know? Oh man, y'all, what's wrong with y'all, man? Why y'all get me started? Oh shit. Oh man, what's wrong with y'all, man? This y'all fault, man. Y'all done got him started, man. Hold on. Rock Fresh, good looking with the $5 holler. Quality game. I appreciate you, man. Fiscale 2008. Good looking with the $5 holler. You dig? Preach. I appreciate you. Blue 100, as always. Good looking with the $5 holler. You dig? Blessings to the game. Blessings to you as well, man. Jaleel Richards. Good looking with the $20 holler, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, you know, y'all got to come back to this game, man. Come back to the game, you know, because some people that's been in the game only like 5-6 years or something like that. I'll say after 2015. You know, 2015 is when the game took a drastic turn. You know what I mean? So some motherfuckers, you know, they don't even understand what they involved in. They don't understand how the game's supposed to go. You know what I mean? And, you know, some people, I understand why they are the way that they are. But for those of y'all, again, who've been in the game, especially for sure 10 years or better, but some of y'all who even been in the game before 2015, but for sure the ones who've been in the game 10 years or better, y'all know what this game is about. Y'all know what this game is like. Y'all know the rules that you're supposed to have for yourself. Y'all know the guidelines, the do's and the don'ts of this pimping. And y'all have allowed social media to master you to the point where you done lost your way, man. You done lost yourself. Now you got hoe partners, you know what I mean, where you never had hoe partners before. You know what I mean? You partners with the police where you never was partners with the police before. You have conversations and chop it up with the police. You know what I mean? Y'all have pimp conversations with husbands. You know what I mean? Y'all having pimp conversations with limo drivers. Hey, man, you know, you done got beside yourself, man. But it's time to come on home, man. It's time to come back to this game, man. We still here. You done lost your way. And you don't even realize what you done got yourself involved in. That's why I had to come with this game today, man, because you don't even understand. But hopefully this game that I kicked today will help you put things in perspective. You know what I mean? Hopefully you done got things in perspective now, man. Hopefully you understand what you've been involved in, you know what I mean, for some time now. You know? And hopefully with you putting things in perspective, you get back where you belong, man. Get back with this game. You know what I mean? Come up here with the Eagles, man. We up here. We not down here with the buzzards. We not buzzing around with the buzzards. And we definitely ain't down here with the turkeys, man. We don't have nothing to do with turkeys. We don't have nothing to do with buzzards. We up here, man, with the Eagles. You know, eagle way over here, eagle way over there, eagle way over there. You know, we spread out doing what eagles do. You know what I mean? And sometimes we come together and chop game, but you know, eagles, man, we fly high and we do amazing shit at high altitudes, man. You know, and some of y'all have allowed yourself to get wrapped up with the buzzards. Some of y'all have allowed yourself to get wrapped up with the turkeys, man. And we don't do that, man. We not friends with hoes. We not friends with renegades. You know what I mean? We not friends with the police. We not friends with husbands, you know, and we not friends with limo drivers, man. You dig? So let that marinate on your mind one time, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this shit up, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate you hitting the bell when you subscribe. You dig? I appreciate all of y'all who done wiped your feet off at the door. And if you haven't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now before we get up out of here. You dig? You know what I mean? And I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the cash apps. I appreciate the support in every which way that y'all come with it, man. And we're going to take it on out with some good old love. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all having a happy Martin Luther King Day. You know what I mean? Blessings to the legacy of Martin Luther King, you dig? Yes, sir. If y'all out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion, man. You know, it's the holiday, man. Sometimes people get a little drunk, get a little wild, you know what I mean? So if you're on that road driving around, man, just be on your defense with the driving, man. Today is the day that you be a defensive driver, man. Watch your surroundings. Pay attention to motherfuckers that be swerving and all that type of shit. Be safe on that road. And if you out and about, man, just be safe, man. Freeze is it. I'll holler.